Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. About 1 day ago, Raila Odinga challenged William Ruto to fulfill on his campaign promises and pledges. And William Ruto has seemingly responded to Raila Odinga. Let's listen to William Ruto before we proceed.
Hiyo msingi wa madeni lazima tuibadilishe. Badala ya kuwa na msingi wa uchumi wa madeni, tuwe na msingi wa uchumi wetu ambao umesimamia ushuru ambayo sisi tunakusanya kama wa Kenya. And that is why I am asking all of us, we have time to build a new foundation of our economy. We have built our economy on the basis of debt. That is why we are paying 1.4 trillion shillings every year to debt. We have to change that foundation so that we, instead of building our economy on the basis of debt, we want to build our economy on the basis of our own revenues that we are raising from the people of Kenya, because that will secure our independence as a nation. So wale wanajaribu kuniharakisha, mimi nataka niwaambie mosmos, polepole. Wacha tupange kwanza uchumi wa Kenya iwe on the right footing. We cannot continue kujenga uchumi wetu tukikopa pesa. Na ile pesa tunakopa ni ile wengine wamefanya saving. Lazima tuanze kujenga savings yetu kama taifa, ndio tuweze kujenga msingi wa taifa letu katika pesa ambazo tunakusanya kutoka wa Kenya. Tunakisia ya kwamba tutaongeza ile mapato ya ushuru katika taifa letu la Kenya by 20% this year. And we want to do so every year until we secure the independence of this country by using our own resources to drive our own development.
Yes. That's William Ruto for you. Listening to William Ruto, Ruto is talking about 3 things. The first thing, he is asking for more time to deliver. Secondly, William Ruto is talking about borrowing. And then thirdly, William Ruto is talking about increasing revenue allocation. Where does the truth lie in all these promises by William Samoei Ruto? If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes, Ruto is asking for more time. He is saying, apelekwe mosmos, pole pole. Let's start with that. When Ruto and his team were campaigning, they made it very clear that immediately they were to be sworn in, cost of 2 kg pack of unga was to retail at Kenya shillings 70. That was William Ruto and his team. That never happened. Upon being sworn in, they were very categorical that they needed just about 2 months to sort out things Kenyans were complaining about. The 2 months actually went past, and now the 100 days have also passed. Nothing has been done. So it appears as time goes by, they keep asking for more time. And for those keenly following me here, I did mention earlier, immediately these people were sworn in, that they'll keep on changing their goalposts. As time goes by, they will be asking for more and more time. And by the time they'll be finishing their 5th year in power, they'll still be requesting for more time for Kenyans to re-elect them to fulfill on their unfulfilled promises. That's what Kenyans should and must expect from William Ruto's government. They will not deliver, they will not keep any promise. It will just be promise after promise. That comes out very clearly. On the second issue, he is talking about borrowing. Borrowing. When he was campaigning for the presidency, he made it very clear and he used to attack Uhuru Kenyatta's government for borrowing. In the 100 days William Ruto has been in power, Ruto's government has borrowed over 1 trillion Kenya shillings. In the 100 days they have been in power, they have borrowed over 1 trillion Kenya shillings in less than 3 months. It's said that Uhuru Kenyatta's government, in the tenure of Uhuru Kenyatta as the president, they borrowed around 10 trillion. Around 10 trillion. William Ruto's government, in less than 3 months, he has borrowed over 1 trillion. A confirmation that maybe after 1 year, they shall or will have borrowed not less than 5 trillion in maybe half, in only 6 months. Meaning in 1 year, they can actually beat Uhuru Kenyatta's record in the time Uhuru was the president of Kenya. So I just don't understand, or I don't know, why William Ruto is still talking about not borrowing while he's actually borrowing. And he has actually borrowed a lot, more than even Uhuru Kenyatta did. So I just don't understand what's wrong with William Samoei Ruto. Because it's clear he has borrowed, and then you are now seeing him is talking about borrowing again. That this government should not borrow. And on the issue of increasing revenue allocation, there is also a problem there. According to Auditor General's report, Kenya loses about a third of its annual budget to corruption. In this government, William Ruto has appointed very corrupt individuals in the government. And the money Kenya has been losing to corruption has been as a result of corrupt government officials. In this government, all former government officials and even some politicians who are deemed very corrupt have been given jobs in William Ruto's government. That only signals that corruption in Ruto's government might actually go up. So instead of Kenya losing about a third of its annual budget to corruption, it can even lose half of its annual budget to corruption. So as the government will be collecting more revenue will actually be stolen by these corrupt government officials. So in the real sense, Kenyans will remain poor while government officials will become rich and richer each passing day. And at the same time, William Ruto intends on increasing government's revenue allocation. At the same time, he is increasing the size of his government. I don't know where those things goes together. You intend on maybe saving, and at the same time, you are increasing your expenditure. At the end of the day, it's all a zero-sum game. You have increased your expenditure, you have increased your revenue collection. So, and also you have increased corruption. So at the end of the day, nothing is going to happen here. And also, if you look at it very objectively, I'm seeing a William Ruto's government that has clearly failed to deliver. That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. This is a government that has clearly failed to deliver. And maybe William Ruto is just taking Kenyans in circles. He is not serious at all. Because I never expected William Ruto to be talking about, about borrowing. While in just less than 100 days, he has actually borrowed over 1 trillion. Let me leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. If you want to support our channel, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.